This is a camera that I've wanted to try for 5 years. More specifically, this is a sensor that I've wanted to try for 5 years. When combined with a 14mm lens, intuitive controls, very lightweight yet rugged, made in Japan build quality, and what amounts to an absolutely enormous viewfinder, this camera specifically always stood out to me as quite possibly the best way to experience all that Foveon goodness. As it turns out, there's nearly no learning curve at all to start using this camera. The menus and interface are as simple as it gets. I wasn't planning on buying another camera, but when this nearly mint condition kit, which included the camera, the viewfinder, and 4 Sigma batteries, was offered to me for only $300, I jumped on it. With Foveon sensors being legendary for their color output and insane levels of detail, I decided that the best way to test this camera would be to hop on my motorcycle and get lost in the mountains for a day. The first thing I noticed was that when taking photos facing the sun, the colors went crazy. You can see a weird mix of greens and magentas in these shots. However, once I got high up enough into the mountains and the light was both less intense and less direct, things changed. YouTube won't show you what I'm seeing, but all I can say is, wow. These colors and tones are just magical. Not to mention, I can zoom in 500% and still have a sharp image. Now, you'll notice I was taking videos of the environment I was shooting in and showing how my camera was set up. I wanted to show what the scene really looked like versus how the photos turned out. As you can see, there was no additional lighting, no tricks, no Photoshop magic, not even that much editing aside from minor exposure adjustments. Here's how I feel about Foveon sensors, now that I've got some hands-on experience. The level of detail, clarity, and tonality is insane. Seriously. If you want to shoot portraits with one of these cameras, you'll likely need to soften the photo. As for the colors, they can be good, but they can also get kind of crazy. I'd always heard that these Foveon sensors were not good in low light, but I actually found the opposite to be true. If the light is too bright or intense, that's when things fall apart. Otherwise, the colors are gorgeous. If you remove color from the equation and decide you want to shoot black and white though, the results will, hands down, be the best you have ever experienced.